During the pandemic, a montage of images depicting families struggling with poverty was shown in different corners of Hong Kong, including dilapidated houses, children studying in overcrowded classrooms, and parents working in low-paying jobs. Poverty is not just a personal struggle, it is a poverty trap, a cycle that traps generations of families, perpetuating the same hardship and limitation. Today, we will focus our target on families living in poverty during the pandemic. We delve into the intergeneration dimension of poverty and explore the focus that perpetuate this cycle, as well as those who seek to break it. Meet the Jones family of four, including their two elementary school-aged daughters. Despite waiting for public housing for 7 long years, they still reside in a subdivided flat in To Kwa Wan. Their solo source of income is Mr. Jones' job as a chef.
而家啲租金咧真係好貴啊！我哋而家住劏房咧，租金咧都佔咗去我先生人工嘅一半咯。妹妹學校嘅學費咧，因為今年改咗啊出版社，所以咧都用唔翻家姐嗰啲書。而家一年落嚟咧，起碼都要5、6千蚊嘅嗰啲書簿費，但係點樣慳都唔會慳自己小朋友嗰啲開支啊嘛，所以平時咧開支咧都應慳則慳啊，即係至於宿食啊，咁啊都要計得好精打細算先至可以。
咁疫情之前咧，我係做廚房嘅，咁啊收入都好穩定下嘅。但疫情期間咧，咁啊俾公司扣工時啦，又返唔足工啦，咁啊被迫放無薪假啦，咁啊唔掂嗰陣時仲要周圍問朋友借錢。而家轉咗工啦，咁啊雖然收入加咗啲，咁但係都比以前嘅薪金少咗差唔多30%，每日都好攰啦，身心疲累。
This is the reality faced by the Chong's family. The high cost of living, compounded by the challenge brought about by the pandemic, has placed a tremendous burden on their shoulders. They are not struggling about the quality of life, but they are trying to survive. Parents work hard every day, but it feels like they are trapped, running in a place, unable to move forward. The intergeneration dimension of poverty is a complex issue. It arises from a combination of factors including limited access to quality education, inadequate healthcare, and a lack of economic opportunities. According to the research of the Hub HK, the pandemic has intensified the poverty situation in Hong Kong, with over 270,000 children under the age of 18 living below the poverty line. Together with the report from the Hong Kong Education Bureau, the total number of students in 2019 was around 880,000, which means one child is living in poverty out of every 3 students. When parents are unable to break free from poverty, their children often face similar struggles. So, who benefits from keeping family trapped in poverty? Some industries rely on cheap labor and poverty, ensure a steady supply of desperate workers willing to accept low wages and poor working conditions. Policymakers may use beautiful words to trap up the fact that hiring cheap laborers allow businesses to keep costs down, while some entities benefit from maintaining the cycle of poverty. There are also those who recognize the urgent need for change and are working towards breaking this cycle. We cannot afford to ignore the intergeneration dimension of poverty. It not only affects individuals' family, but also has profound consequences for society as a whole. When children are denied the opportunity to reach their full potential, we all lose out on their potential contribution to our communities. During the Lunar New Year, our community organization distribute blessing bags to grassroots citizens, allowing them to feel the festive spirit. These blessing bags include epidemic prevention supplies, masks and hand sanitizer, basic food item, rice and cooking oil, and some snacks. We also regularly provide small amount of grocery and supermarket vouchers to grassroots citizens. Sometimes, we even visit their homes to understand their difficulties and needs. We believe in empowering families and giving them the tools, allow them to hold on during the pandemic.
我哋都從來都冇接收過社區中心嘅支援，透過朋友介紹呢，原來先知道原來社區中心有呢方面嘅服務係非常之好嘅，可以慳翻啲錢，可以俾啲小朋友去讀下書啊，去補習啊，買下啲開學用品啊，咁啊，我覺得都非常之好咯，好感激啊！
Deputy Director of the Community Organization, Lilac, believes that the government has not set clear goals for poverty alleviation over the years. For example, there is no unemployment relief fund established, and instead, the government encouraged economically disadvantaged individuals to apply for comprehensive social assistance. Under the pandemic, the situation for poverty families has reached a critical point, exacerbating their already impoverished life. The community organization has received tens of thousands of calls, inducting the helplessness of grassroots citizens. Despite their helplessness, citizens living under poverty still want to be self-reliant and choose not to apply for comprehensive social assistance, demonstrating their resilience in survival. What can be done to improve the situation and break the intergeneration cycle of poverty? There are three key areas that we can focus on to indicate the change: education, social support, and economic opportunities. By targeting these three aspects, we can work towards a more equitable society.
Firstly, we need to invest in quality education from early childhood to adulthood that can eliminate the social differentiation of education and social status. Providing equal educational opportunities can reduce the inequalities faced by children from grassroots backgrounds. It allows them to have an equal chance to receive an education, regardless of their family background or socioeconomic status. By granting access to quality schools, resources, and scholarships, we can equip children with the skills they need to succeed. Secondly, community organizations can provide essential support for basic needs for people in need in order to achieve zero hunger. Other than food support from food banks, establishing relief stations and medical camps ensures that the health care of grassroots families is met. Thirdly, the government can provide social welfare and subsidies or fund local community organizations dedicated to poverty alleviation. This can include offering allowance for low-income families, food vouchers, and housing subsidies, thereby alleviating the economic pressures faced by grassroots families. The government can also focus on creating economic opportunities for parents by providing them with training and support to secure stable and well-paying jobs. Furthermore, increasing the minimum wage for poverty workers can also increase their financial status.
By targeting education, social support, and economic opportunities, we can create a more inclusive and supportive society. It is time for us to unite for policy that uplift families living under poverty. Together, we can break the intergenerational cycle of poverty and build a more equitable future for all to come.